And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Griffin. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
Here we go.
They go play action with Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw is RG3. It's brought in by Harris. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a third down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Second and 14. From the shotgun, Griffin. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Play action. Now Griffin. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Chase Claypool. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, something good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This defense for the Steelers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Burrow will throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. First chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And the Bengals are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be...
Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Mixon, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. Here we go. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On the return, it's Washington. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Washington. And he returns this to the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Pat Surtain up to make the play. Second down at 7. Now it's Griffin. Completion here to Claypool. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
On the give, this is Harris. 80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Come on, ready?
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Dancing to his left. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Third and 2, now Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Washington. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. It's Griffin rolling to his right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Griffin to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. He'll buy some time right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. It's taken to the 26. 35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Griffin.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 17. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock,
confident.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
31 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember when the dribbler draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
On the return, it's Washington.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Griffin. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard in there to bury him for a loss of 11. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Griffin. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down, Griffin. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Griffin. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd and long. It's Griffin. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Play action. Trying to lay one up deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Burrow. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
143 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll throw on 1st down with Griffin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Griffin. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They run again with Logan. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Gun.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
And no team got after the quarterback quite like the Steelers did last season. They led the NFL in sacks and quarterback pressures, and there's another one right there. This Pittsburgh team, always known as Blitzburgh.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Burrow going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, McFarland. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now it's Griffin. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. McFarland running out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
To throw is RG3.
He'll check this down to McFarland.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Griffin.
He'll swing that out, complete to McFarland.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. From the gun, this will be McFarland.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Griffin steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deone Buchanan.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin Bush just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.